Hi all, Wolby fan here. Here to do another video. It's going to be for Rob Wiseguy82 contest video, and he's got a few things like your favorite beer, first book you purchased, book you don't see very much online and is fairly recent, and some shoutouts. So I'll start off with the beer. I don't know if you can see it, but I am Canadian. This is not a Canadian, but it's a beer called Submisson, and if you can see, it's got a little bit of a raised maple leaf with the name of it on there. It's a really good beer. I wouldn't exactly say it's my favorite beer. It's just what I have in the fridge. So I forgot to go out pick up the one I normally would get. I would normally pick up, like, Corona once in a while. I like Corona. There's a few others, Steam Whistle's not bad. Heineken's pretty good. I like the lighter colored beers. I don't know why. Maybe it's just not as heavy, but they're nice and smooth. So yeah, I'm not gonna crack it. I'm gonna put it back in the fridge. But so yeah, Sleeman's it's on Ontario. It's only about, the brewery's only about half an hour away from my house, so it's fairly convenient. Not that I go to the brewery to actually buy it, but it's definitely not classified as an import. but anyway, I'll get on to the next part. So the next one was the very first comic that I purchased, and I actually still own it, and it's in pretty rough shape too. I should have taken it out of the bag already, but I used to watch this show as a kid, and you've probably heard it in other videos. A pretty big G.I. Joe fan, or became one. Well, I was as a kid, then kind of got back into it a little bit. I don't know whether it's nostalgia or just because I'm a dork, but yeah, this is pretty rough. I don't know if you, there you go. Look at that. Look at the moisture damage on this puppy. There's like definitely no coming back from that one. Yeah, I don't know if this light's helping or anything, but if you look down the spine, it's pretty fucked. I mean, excuse my language, screwed. I was gonna say I don't think there's a spot in it that isn't a spine tick, but then it would flow, wouldn't it? And you wouldn't know. The corners are definitely bent. The only good thing is the inside. Well, okay, maybe not. It's torn a bit. Yeah, it was definitely well loved. Back's pretty rough. I was giggling at myself earlier, thinking, you know what, I should go get this thing pressed and see how well it comes out. Not that I really care. It's more along the lines for shits and giggles, but let me know in the in the comments if you think I should do that. I've got a friend that is actually starting to get into pressing, so I think this might be a good practice book for him. I don't have two of these, not that I really care. I can always pick another one up. It's just, it's just funny as hell. So next one. So the next part is books what does it say? Oh, books I haven't seen on anybody's show lately, or at all. I can't necessarily say I haven't seen it at all, because I actually got the idea for buying this book from other people. Unfortunately, it's not an ongoing, and I don't tend to buy ongoing. So I was going to go through and find some old stuff that I wasn't ongoing that I liked, that might be a title that's still continuing right now. But I figured I'd have shown these before, and actually it was my last video. I've started reading it. Incidentally, a good way, if you can find them, not this book, but any book in general, if you're going to buy the books, you want to have them preserve them. Instead of buying like 2 or 3 books, it could get costly if you just because you want to read one of them. Try a comic book reader, an online comic book reader, or you can download them, whatever. But you can download most of the books you can download now, and I tend to read them that way. I don't have to worry about dropping it or spilling stuff on it. because I'm a klutz. The wife's a klutz. Actually, she's a bigger klutz. And you know what? You don't have to worry about it. You can, hell, you could, if you wanted to, you could transfer over to your TV and flip through that way. You know, just by using your router or whatever, Wi-Fi, or hardwiring it in from your laptop. You know, and you have a big picture of it. You know, so anyway, besides that, so it's we stand on guard. Issue 1. I'm not going to show all 6 of them. I showed that last issue video, and I'm really liking it. I've only gotten through the first issue so far. Like I said, it is a 6-part, and you know, I do have a wife. Yeah. Anyway, so so it's basically the States try to, you know, invade Canada, and I'm not going to take it out, but you know what, I will. I'll just be very careful. This is what really made me turn to the next page. I read the first 4 pages, and like the artwork, if you can see it, is pretty standard. I mean, their artwork's really good. I am liking the paper quality. It is set for like 100 years in the future, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, they just went ape shit. And I like the fact that they want every missile says USAF on it. That's hilarious. But this is the part that killed me. Was basically the whole family gets blown up. Dad's in pieces. He's all over the place. Too bad he didn't have Deadpool's powers, because he'd come back. But the girl, that's the only 2 that actually survive. Like, Mom's in 2 pieces wherever she is. Oh, yeah, right there. There, and then look, she's the other way around. If you could see that, yeah. Basically the son and the daughter survive, and then they give pan to the next page. She becomes a freedom fighter for Canada. Inadvertently, she meets up with them and that, but yeah, it's really cool. I'd like to actually okay, this is the funny part. Well, one of the funny parts anyway. It'd be kind of interesting if you can get, say, like some, you know, American production company, you know, like say, hey, Fox, that does, you know, really violent stuff now with comics, to actually have the balls enough to produce something where Canada actually wins, especially with a war against Canada from the States. I know Canada has a lot of really good production companies, but I can't see them having the budget. They'll have to be linked with somebody, you know. Hell, I can't even tell you one off the top of my head that actually is a production company, a true production company based, you know, Canada-based production company. So, but it would be very interesting, and I know I would buy a ticket. Not that I'm not pro-America. You hear the crickets? And I'm not exactly pro-Canada, but I do live here. You know, I'm not a patriot by any means. You know, I just do my shit and go home. Get out of everybody's way, and you know, and try to, you know, not be seen sometimes. You know, stay off. Not that I stay off the grid, but anyway, that's sidetracked. Anyway, so that would be actually I think a kind of a cool movie. The story seems really, really good so far. Yeah, so that's one I would suggest, you know. And so the next thing was shout-outs, people that I look forward to seeing. That's a hard one too, because I subscribe to a lot of people, and you really can't keep up. So pretty much whatever, I just go daily. What's, you know, to my whoever my subscriptions are, and you know, and I just kind of go through it all, you know. Like I watch Chris's channel, Rob's channel. See, I do watch your show. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this video, because I wouldn't have seen it. I like to watch City for Screw Guns show. We became pretty good friends over the last year. He lives fairly close to me. 4-Way Flashers is another one. He doesn't do a lot of videos, neither do Screw Gun. So I mean, So when they put theirs on, they put maybe one on every couple of weeks or month or whatever. So, you know, it's kind of interesting to see what they've picked up, you know, because I don't talk to them on the phone all the time, but, you know, it's just nice to get a visual of what they've picked up. Yeah, there's a whole list, you know, like I've subscribed to a lot of new guys lately, and I've been watching their stuff, you know, Merc with the Mouth, shit, you know what, like I said, I watch everybody's stuff when I can. I'll leave it at that. Okay. So, anyway, like I say, this is for a contest video for Rob Wiseguy, and I hope you enjoy. We'll be fan out.